The Plastic Plan project was all about helping to stop the plastic pollution, and there was a huge range of projects that were funded. But ours in particular was looking at whether we could stop the flow of microplastics from their source out into vulnerable areas of the marine environment by using a nature-based solution. And in particular, we were looking at mussels. We designed what we call a flow tank. So that's so that we can test in the laboratory conditions where the microplastics are efficiently filtered out of the water by mussels. And we have moving water, similar to what you would find in currents of an estuary. And we put mussels in the tank. They were fed their natural prey of algae, and we also exposed them to microplastics to see whether they could capture and filter out those microplastics, and we could then remove the microplastics and dispose of them properly. And we found that 5 kilograms of mussels had the capacity to remove 250,000 microplastics from that moving water in just 1 hour. After the flume tanks experiments, then this was scaled up using mathematical models. We used 3 different mathematical models to look at how the microplastics were being transported out of the rivers, how they would be captured and processed by the mussels, and how that would impact on the ability of the mussels to grow and thrive. This has been a really exciting experiment because we always hoped that mussels would have the capacity to filter out microplastics, but they do it really well, and they do it without harming themselves. We're really grateful to Waitrose for the funding because it's allowed us to investigate something where we had an idea, and it's just given us the time to know whether it's a good idea. And the next steps now are working out how to deploy it in the natural environment. But we're getting close to that, and we're hoping that we can put mussels in cages with nets underneath to collect the biodeposits near point sources, so maybe in marinas or near wastewater treatment works, to really start having an impact and remove microplastics from the natural environment before they start dispersing and causing a problem for so many marine animals.